this thing going.
Tigers will kick this away to get us going here. Returner looking to make a play here. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Going very heavy, bringing in more blockers. They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Going absolutely nowhere. That'd be a loss of a play.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. When they have a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. He's got room to run. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. The 30. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flashed at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they trap him for a sack. Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender, and you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks, set up big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense is going...
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
That's a design quarterback keeper. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On the move now. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job of the coverage team. And the Utah offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He's past the marker and still going. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Utah.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Can the defense come up with a stop? They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fights through a tackle. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Third down coming up after that running play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He's past the marker, still on his feet. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Moves out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. It's a short completion of the tight end. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Now they'll come up 2nd down and goal from the 10. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? He keeps it on a design run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Hey, the offense does their job of getting points on the board, score the touchdown, 6 points. All we need is an extra point. And Chris, we got a tie game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. They'll try a pass here. The receiver makes the catch. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
This off. He tests the middle but gets stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Dak's got it on a counter. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and set them up 1st and goal at the 10.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield, and it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look, just a short gain on the play. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. And it's a direct snap. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Gibby keeps it himself. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Clemson.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
And not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. The Utes will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The sure hands, it's Little. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Utes have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's looking to scramble. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Utes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he
swarmed with a pass rush, a sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Didn't quite hold on.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity from dropping that interception.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And the quarterback dropping back. Moves out of the pocket. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Looking to pass. It's Washington. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And the Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
Direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short game. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Timeout, Clemson.
one more play before they head to the locker room. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Utes will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Trying to build the lead as we begin the third quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. Play action here on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run it here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
QB keeper all the way. He gets loose. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Linebacker shifting around now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. By the receiver. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. And the wideout goes in motion. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Takes off in a bootleg. He escapes the pocket. Sacked. It's a loss. Back to the 6.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing fourth down.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Utah offense takes the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
The Utes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
He's going to take off here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. On the move now. Fires it on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Utah! This offense is still clicking.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
Now the all-important extra point. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. Howard Brett, a deep shot right down the middle. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. A play action, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks an open space. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving. First down here for this offense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
And I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fights through the tackler. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. It's Washington. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Hit as he throws it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Back to throw. It's Washington. Snags a quick throw. He'll go down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, not a whole lot of options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out. Gets some yards, but not enough for the 1st down.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Motion now from the tight end. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Will actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. To bootleg here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. This is important. A chance to extend the lead deep here in the 4th quarter. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking for his back. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I mean, I hate to second guess here, but why in the world with this lead wouldn't you just punt the ball away and allow your defense to ice this football game? This now gives this offense great field position and a chance to really take advantage of it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker.
Hey, this defense doing a good job all game long and not giving up many yards after the catch. Now working with this lead, trying to preserve it. Good job of keeping the eyes up and bringing this receiver down. Gave up some yards, but nothing big to try to hold on to this lead.
Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Little. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gained to the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's 2nd down now. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Intercepted in the end zone. Could take it all the way. And he goes down, but what